that's a butternut, you can tell by the rounded leaves. Whereas that one there, sort of serrated edge, that's a courgette.
Oh, okay.
Some of these have grown a little bit leggy. It's a butternut. Right, well at Dave's we didn't have quite enough space in the polytunnel to put all of these, to bring all of these on, so we gave them to some people to take home. Some of them have kind of grown leggy like that because they were in a window. In a polytunnel they get light from all directions, they just grow true, but by a window they tend to sort of grow long towards the light. So being long and leggy like this kind of makes them a little bit vulnerable to slugs, and also some of them even started flowering early, which is not good, but we can pick those flowers off, and once they get in a week or two they'll get the roots into the manure, they will start growing properly. They won't. Flowering is actually a bad sign. It means they've gone to seed kind of thing. They're panicking because they're lacking nutrients. So we're going to sort of do these leggy ones first, and then in this section these are courgettes, and then we'll do the middle section, which are butternuts, and then the uchikuris are at the top. And as the plants come in later, the slower growing ones, we'll have left these spaces for them to go into the right slot. You know?
Yes, Steve. Oh, that's beautiful.
That on camera.
What happened?
I've just shared my personal trowel with Tony there. He's working with it now.
You're expanding into courgette growing?
Yeah.
Co-op as well.
Every year we grow sort of like 8 or 9 sort of courgette plants, so people can come anytime in the summer and just help themselves to courgettes, because courgettes aren't like squash, they produce all through the summer. I'll give a little demonstration, yeah? Okay, now the first thing to keep in mind is being really careful not to damage the plant as you take it out the pot. It's like, make a little space, you can just pull it out around the edge, and so that's basically it. You want to sort of firm it down a little bit to get the air spaces out from around the roots. Okay, something like that.
Yeah.
Well, it's been really sunny and lovely, and so the squash have been growing, but now it's quite rainy, but I think that's good actually. I think plants love being planted on days like this. It's less traumatic for them, it's humid, and so I think, yeah, plantings on rainy days, that's good. And they're looking pretty healthy. Yeah.
So the idea of the whole square being wet allows for the cloche just to slide in to the manure very easily. Only about that much, so it doesn't bend at the bottom. If you wiggle it, it doesn't bend. If it bends, it will just, when the wind blows, it will come out. The idea was to just slot it straight down, press the mud around the outside edge, and it will kind of set like concrete around it, and it will hold it. We're on the top of a hill here, so we get a lot of wind, and sometimes they just all, you come back and you see some of them just blown off. In an ideal world, we wouldn't have global warming, we wouldn't have this kind of weather, this kind of misty, drizzly weather. Where are we now? The beginning of June, end of May. We shouldn't really be having a slug problem this time of year, but we've got wet weather and slugs. Problem. These plants spent their entire life indoors until today. So this is kind of like a bit of a halfway house to being outdoors. Nighttime temperatures quite low in comparison to being indoors. So it's a bit of a shock. So it gives them a sort of a halfway house and lessens the shock. They will be having a bit of shock anyway, just from being transplanted into. The roots are going to be in new. They're going to find the nutrients in the manure, then they'll really start to grow. But it takes them a little while just to sort of readjust, and then once they start growing, we'll take the cloches off, and they will become hardy. Then they will start going prickly within a week or so after taking them off. And those prickles will protect them from slugs and things like that, and they will be basically slug proof from then onwards. But until that time they are a little bit vulnerable. These are the ones we planted last week, and you can see there's a bit of slug damage in there, look, already. Slugs. So maybe what we could do is, because we've just had 2 days of rain, so that brings them all out. So see, they're going prickly already, actually. That's good. So that kind of makes me think, why don't we just take those off? And then they can got more space to grow. Anyway, we'll come to that decision in a bit. At the moment, we just really want to get. Some of these guys are leaving early, so we want to just get the most of them in. We've got a whole load up the other end as well. So we've got a system here. Some people planting, some people removing squares, other people watering, and somebody else putting the cloches on.
I'm trying to cover it so I can look at it.
Steve being possessive about his trowel.
Also, the other thing is not to bury the cloche in too deep, because when you come to remove the cloche, a whole clump of soil comes out with the cloche. You don't want that. We will have a certain amount of loss to slugs. Every year we have some. But we grow surplus to replace those plants. So it should never be a problem. We've sort of sown over 400 plants, 400 seeds, and we only need 275 here. So we always grow an extra third. So we should be alright. We've had a bad germination rate in the greenhouses as well. So we've had to do a second sowing, a re-sowing. So anyway, we try to cover all the bases, all the pitfalls with these sort of strategies, like farmers do all over the world. They have their own strategies.
I got involved through my dad, Peter, and just that way really. I found out that way and started going to groups on Sundays or Wednesdays, and just planting out originally squashes themselves at more trees site and various sites, and with cloches, and watched the crop. Witnessed the crop being grown, fully grown, finished kind of thing. Not the harvesting. Well, I have missed a few sessions, but yeah, it's been good. Yeah.
Have you found?
But look, if you scan around the site, you'll see all the bottom bits over there. It's all filled up, and as soon as we've got the cloches on, it's job done. So the next stage, to conclude, I suppose, is coming back and just checking on them. We will get some slug loss, and we will have to do some replacements. So apart from that, as soon as the good weather comes in probably July, August, this will be awash with green. And these are vines, so they will just crisscross and cover the whole of this area. Mypex here keeps the moisture in, so all through hot summers the ground is still moist enough for the plants to survive and keep growing, keep producing squash, because you don't get any evaporation off the surface. So every time it rains, the water comes through the Mypex and it stays there basically.
Yeah, I have to cycle here, and I'm overweight. I've got a beer gut, and so that helps, and it helps exercise my knees and stuff. Yeah.
But it's nice, it's lovely to be on the earth, it's healing, you know, it's great. Bare feet are good. And I've got a bad knee, and actually it helps my knee.
Oh, well, you get food well.